him now.
He's now we're streaming.
I'm all mixed up.
Oh,
All right, now it was just Surfer Joe, man.
let's make this large and in charge.
Can you hit the Clara repeater, man?
Clara. Oh yeah,
I
that's
usually hit it going
it's
to
on
work.
San Diego Peak.
Okay. Because, you know, tonight they do a trivia night on, on that one, man. 145, 220 from 7 to 8.
I got a Zoom meeting on net controls not tonight, so I'm gonna have to skip it, but maybe I'll look at it next week.
How have you been, Dave?
Pretty good.
Roger that.
How about you, Randy?
Yeah, I got my new high headset because the other one took a dump, man. Swivel broke, so I've
Can't turn
with that
Gene
today
down.
and trying to get the HF to tune it up because all the radios in the backyard have been all tossed around because every time I send them to come clean my backyard, they just don't understand right. Hey, don't move the radios, man. It's mean. But it's been a while since I fired it up, and man, it is on like 10 meters, and it's a tuner, man. I'm just going, come on, tune, man. Just
yeah, we got a new member.
I think I have a problem here.
Two new members.
So, let's get it, clean some things up, and probably rewind the balance of that hustler, and everything will be okay.
That's right. I'm prepared. Oh yeah.
Are we still supposed to have thunderstorms tonight and whatnot?
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
KCCMF, you need a club to back you up.
Hey, Flip.
There's Flip.
Well, it's just a matter of connection out there, man. It's just, doo-doo. So I just hit it with the clean it up a bit. I think everything will be fine because the continuity is great, man. Nothing's shorting out, so.
Andy, where's your hat?
I don't know. I need to get it, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Remove your light source.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm the only spot of sunshine in here.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I went back home last August when the smokers were broke, man. Because I wasn't going to let them stay here, man, and suffer. They got fur coats on, man,
Gene is loud.
2013.
And he's just chatting away.
I've been toying around with getting another cat, but, I don't know, man. But, I mean, the antenna's fine. I mean, it's a brand new Hustler, and it hasn't been taken down once, so, everything I'm sure is corroded in place and tight.
Who's doing the net? Is it Mike?
Yeah, Mike's got it.
Okay.
It's either that or I forgot how to operate the 756 Pro 2, and that's okay, because I have the instruction manual right next to me. And you know what ICOM stands for, right? It stands for It Confuses Old Men.
ICOM. I wonder what that stood for.
Yeah.
Crazy old man?
It confuses old men.
Where's the C? Oh, confuses. Oh, it can confuses. I get it. Okay.
That's
Never
good.
mind. All right.
I can't obtain manual.
It's time. Get off the air, Gene.
Let me get out of here, man, because, I don't need to be fucking mountain. K60.
Sounds like George, not Gene.
It's Gene.
I checked you in, you got an early straight across. Take good care of yourself, Gene.
Oh, did you hear me, brother? I wanted to lay it on the Aries. Oh, yeah, I think you did. But, no, I'll still check in, brother, because I only get it when I got to tell you half hour till I really got to do something. Probably go ride my bike for 20 minutes, but anyway, yeah, I'll still check in.
Okay, sounds good.
11, 12. 8, 11, 21.
I think Mike's clock is always a couple.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm back with a hat. Now you're happy.
All right, Randy.
Flip.
Randy's back.
QST, QST,
Meet you
QST. Good evening, members of SPARC, the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club. This is Mike, KK6BUW. I'll be working as net control this evening from my home QTH. Although this is a direct net, any stations with emergency traffic may break in at any time. This is an amateur radio informational net for the San Gorgonio Pass cities and towns of Banning, Beaumont, and their surrounding communities. For information on the times and frequencies of our weekly nets, please go to w6prc.org. Visitors are welcome and encouraged to check into the net after the regular roll call. Now for announcements. I'll do Randy's. There's a Zoom meeting going on, and also check your computer for your link. And also this Saturday is the club breakfast at the Cafe Royale. Normal time is 8 o'clock, but if you want a good seat, you've got to get there about 7:30.
I have an announcement.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Gene.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gene, K6EMF here in Beaumont. And if you're not doing anything between 7:30 and 8:30 on Fridays, I host a trivia net on the Keller Peak machine, and our good friend Fred's on our K6WIZ. So please come on out if you can. Enjoy the fun, because without y'all, it ain't no fun. So please, come on out and have some fun on the trivia net. K6EMF. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Gene. If there are any stations with additional announcements, please come now.
It's Hoo-Tucking Fod.
Don't speak ill of the foreigners. Anyway, please stand by for the 2-meter roll call. If net control doesn't respond to a reply, a relay is appreciated. This is, after all, this net is on simplex. Okay, I'll check myself in. KK6BUW Mike. How about KF6BWH Dick? Dick doesn't appear to be on the radio tonight. How about Jeff, KBCA?
Hi, Mike. This is Jeff, Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha. Thanks for subbing for Sam. And back to you.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. Now for our newest member, Henry. Are you there? KN6CQL?
Where'd you have the mic when you did that this time?
We couldn't hear you.
I don't know, on my left side, why it doesn't sound good?
Couldn't hear you.
Why you talking through a pillow?
Oh, is that better?
Much better.
That thing's loud.
Okay, I'll kiss the pillow face on. Okay, KN6CQL, Henry. This is KN6CQL, Henry, region 59. Back to you. Thanks for checking in, Henry. W6EGM, LD2, Ed, are you out there? W6EJM, Ed. Nothing heard from Ed. K6EMF, Gene.
Well, we all know that guy's out there. Oh, yeah. Hey, this is K6EMF Gene in Beaumont. I have no traffic. Back to net control.
Thank you, Mr. Gene. And now for the sweetheart of East Emmett, KN6EMT, Edie. Hey, Randy, let me know if you hear her out there, okay?
Roger.
Let's go to the little big man, KK6FYE, Joe.
Double with somebody.
Go ahead.
Oh, I apologize. Did you want me to try to call Edie?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Edie, KN6EMT, this is Randy, K6RJ. Hey, are you out there?
She was weak.
And we'll hear you on the 440, hopefully. K6RJA, back to control.
Okay, thanks, Randy. We got you, Edie. Okay, Little Big Man, KK6 FYE, Joe. How about our other new member, KK6 GGG, Jim.
Triple G.
How about the voice of the past, W6 GRH, George.
Probably out of range.
N6 HR, Ken.
Definitely out of range.
NJ6LN, Steve.
Hey, Mike, this is Steve, NJ6LN. Good evening, and thanks for picking up the net control from Sam. I'm sure he appreciates it from 3,000 miles away.
Yeah, he'd set himself up for the last one, but he forgot about this one. But I thought, well, you know, he figured out the other one, so I thought maybe he had this one arranged. And then I got an email from him this morning, and then after I got it, I realized I had a training at the Zoom training at 7, so I had to scramble and find somebody to do 440 and 220 for me. But Mike and Randy stepped up, so I'll be okay.
Copy.
King of the Plantation, KE6MAE, Larry. KE6MAE, Larry. Larry must be on vacation. How about KD6 MLS, Dwight?
This is KD6 MLS, no traffic, back to you.
Thanks, Dwight. KJ6 NRR, Pete.
Hi, Mike. This is Pete, KJ6 NRR. No traffic, back to you.
Thanks for checking in, Pete. W6OH, Mario.
Good evening, Mike and Ed. It's Mario, W6OH and Emmett. Back to net.
Thanks, Mario. Good, strong signal. WB6OUJ, Dave. Nothing heard from the trainer. LD3's backup, KF6POG. John, are you out there? KF6POG, John. KA6QGR, Ron.
KA6QGR, here I am.
Thank you, Padre. Good to hear from you. Direct from the spleen of Walmart, K6RJA, Randy.
Directly from the spleen is Randy, K6RJA, no traffic.
Thanks for checking in. Hey, did you want us to call Earl, or you just wanted us to give him a check-in?
I'll give him a call just for the heck of it when you get to him.
Okay. KG6SOI, Ron.
Good evening, Mike and Nanette. This is Ron, KG6SOI. Would you give me an early all across the board?
You got it. You're set.
Thank you, Mike.
KM6SPY, Earl, are you out there?
Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Papa Yankee, Earl, El Vista. Traffic, back to control.
Wonderful signal, Earl. Excellent. Doing a good job. Thank you, K6RJA.
Okay, thanks, Randy. We got him. WA6UIJ, Mike.
Good evening, Mike, and the rest of the net. This is Mike, WA6UIJ. No traffic, back to net control.
KJ6UUS. DJ.
This is DJ, and also, did you get Mike? You didn't acknowledge him.
Yeah, I got him. Thanks, Mike. Hey, did you, on Monday I went over to do the mesh and the internet was out. I turned it on and off a couple times and I tried to run it through and it kept saying I had no internet.
No, they had a blockage on their side. I tried to check in, and then they acknowledged it yesterday. They had a little Arden meeting, Zoom meeting, and I missed the first part of it, but they knew they had a little blackout for a little bit. Anyways, KJ6 back to net control. KJ6 UUS back to net control.
Okay, thanks, DJ. Former Councilman Ed, KM6 UWI.
Well, good evening, Mike, and the rest of the group. KM6 UWI, Ed and Calamasa. I'll need an early on the rest of the band, please. Back to you, Mike.
You got it, Ed, you got it. Okay, our Portuguese beauty, WA6, WFV, Tina. WA6, WFV, Tina. Nothing heard from Tina. K6WM, Flip.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and the net. This is Flip, K6WM. No traffic. Back to you, Mike, K6 Whiskey Mike.
Thanks, Flip. KD6ZJZ, Dave.
Good evening, Mike. Thanks for doing the net. This is Dave, KD6ZJZ. No traffic.
Thanks, Dave. This completes the 2-meter roll call. Are there any late or missed members wishing to check in? Come now with your call sign.
KF6PLG.
Okay, John, we got you.
And would you give me earlies for the rest of them? I won't be around.
Okay, take good care of yourself now.
Copy that.
Are there any other Mr. Late members wishing to check in? Are there any visitors who'd like to check into the net? Please come now. K6RJA, Randy?
Is there any late or missed members that'd like to check into the 2-meter net? Please come now. Hearing none, Mike, K6RJ.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Ed would come in on your deal down over there. You seem to get Emmett better than I do up here. Must be blocked.
I squash Emmett.
Does anyone have any further traffic for the net? The San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club meets at 7 p.m. on the 4th Thursday of the month. We used to meet at City Hall, but now we've been doing it on Zoom until such time we can find an alternate location, another location. All members are urged to check in each week for an update of club activities. Please check your emails and check our website at w6prc.org. Thanks to all who checked in this evening. This is KK6BUW. Please stand by for the informal 440 simplex net on 446.520. Oh, I don't know. It's at 1900 hours. The 2-meter net is now closed at
45.
At 1845. Good evening, all. KK6BUW out.
Out. Turn that down. That radio works. You're on the right frequency.
I'm surprised how well the audio is on Zoom. It's really full and rich.
I know.
I'm amazed at it. It's really kind of nice.
They do a very good job, I'll tell you.
They do. They really do. They must have some high speed servers, that can handle just about any kind of bandwidth or whatever. It's really very cool.
Yeah, they have some kind of magic sauce. I don't know if it's like a semi-pure arrangement or something. I don't know.
It's called unlimited funds.
Yeah. That'll get you the best sauce in town. There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
Some of the calls are supposed to be going through China, but oh well.
What's Jeff doing? Jeff, what are you doing? Working on?
He's secretarian.
Oh, he's doing the.
I've got the active roll call, and then I make up the regular SPARC roll call. Anybody that's off 4, that's how I find out. And then I go back and I want to kick them off. I do.
Hey, Jeff, that was rhetorical. It doesn't require an answer.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I see Ginger working in the background. So, man, talk about a busy house. Woo.
Yeah.
Very busy. Yeah.
Her laptop's there.
Yes. Yeah, Randy, did you say something?
Oh no, nothing important. Trust me.
He was just expounding.
John must not be feeling well tonight. Is that right?
He sounded like he was tired or napping or something. I don't know.
Something.
Hopefully he's not sick.
Well,
What's
that's
that?
a 600-watt tuner.
Is there? What did you get? What did you find you wound up getting?
It's an MFJ.
Is it what, the 949 or whatever it is?
Yeah, the 9. Yeah.
Yeah, the big one.
994B.
994. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big one. That'll handle a full gallon and a half. Yeah.
It looks like a linear. It's so big.
Yeah.
And there's the interface cable for the radio.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm just waiting for some jumpers for it all. So
okay.
That'll be in next week sometime.
Yeah, cool. Well, I definitely want to work with you to get that puppy up.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
a lot of fun.
Anytime, hey, if you want to get it off your bench earlier, let me know.
No, that's fine. Saturday's fine. That's cool. Okay. Just give me a jingle on the landline when you're stopping by.
I'll be running around here and there, and so when I'm down on that end of town, I'll give you a call.
Well, that's great because I have to do a request for honeydew breaks, okay? And if I get an acknowledgement, then I got at least 15 minutes free,
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Hey, what did you get?
If you want, you can offer some points. I'll be happy to hand them over.
Yeah, but they're not worth anything, Randy. Come on.
Randy, what did you buy? A new amp?
No. Well, yeah. Yes and no, yeah.
Yeah, it's a new amp for me.
Yeah.
I still got to clean off a spot on my bench here for it. So.
Yeah. I had to widen my bench for the new one, so that's...
I can imagine.
Yeah. But no, Jeff, Randy bought my 811.
Oh, okay.
Good. Yeah, and then I bought an AL80B, which is a kilowatt, but I'm only going to run it at about 500-600 watts.
Wow.
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only planning on running this one probably 300 at the most.
Yeah, that's all you need. You just need more than 100. That's all you need, But 300-400 is fine, no problem.
Yeah, then after that, doesn't the it takes a big jump to go up any higher than that or something?
Well, if you're at 1 S unit, whatever power you have to double the power and then double it again to raise it 1 S unit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're running 200 watts and it's an S unit to somebody, for him to go to S1 or 1 more degree, he'd have to go to 400 watts to double it and then again to 800 in order to raise him 1 S unit.
Wow.
Yeah. So sometimes it just doesn't worth it. So 4, 5, and 600 works great for everything.
Yeah.
So, unless you want to raise somebody 1 S unit to go to 1200 watts, well, that's a quantum jump. I mean, huge.
How much power is your antenna worth? Flip.
Mine, the one that Jeff's got is worth, it'll handle 500, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, and the one you got.
It's 500 watts? Okay, I didn't know. For some reason, I thought it was less.
Yeah, I'm always just below. I'm over 300, a little bit less than 400. I don't think I've ever had it over 400.
No. And on CW, don't forget, CW was a preferred mode of low power working DX, okay? So you don't need more than 200 or 300 on CW max, okay, in order to work the world, really.
Yeah.
And, you know, I will testament because I've heard people talking to me, they're running 300 and they'll jump to 1,000 and I can't hardly tell the difference.
Yeah, it's not that
Yeah,
bad.
that's exactly right.
Move the antenna one wavelength. You'll get like 3 dB.
I worked this guy today in Barcelona, Spain, that I always hear him on during the day, so I always give him a signal report, right? Well, he was 5/9 here in the Southern California, so I went, wow, he's nice and loud. So I decided to, at 400 watts, I decided to give him a buzz. I was 5/9. I was 599 or 5.9 with him, and I thought, ooh, that's pretty darn good, you know, not bad, and clear speech, everything, you know. And then this guy from northern Utah or Washington said he was running like 80 watts, and Lou gave him a 5/9 into Barcelona with 90 watts. Wow. So it's a lot of it's band conditions also, you know, a lot of it's really band
location, altitude,
and location, yeah,
altitude,
all of the above.
He could be 3,000. He could be higher than you are.
Well, these guys, some of these guys have 60-foot towers with 3/3, and they're running 80 watts and going, you know, I'm just using low power. Yeah, your antenna's doing all the work, okay?
And that's what he's driving his amp with.
Right, exactly, yeah, exactly. So anyway, it's interesting. It's a lot of spot cycles, a lot of, you know, the solar wind plays into it, all of the above. So it's just fun to play around because it's never going to be perfect, you know?
Yep.
Maybe that's why they decided to go with satellites years and years ago, you know, because the communications are a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little more reliable.
Yeah, just a little. Just a little.
Up until you get some clouds or somebody shoots the satellite down.
That's another whole problem.
Satellite killers.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. It's fun stuff.
So Randy, do you have 3 earlies for John?
I have 3
Ron,
earlies. I have
and
John,
Ed,
Ron, and Ed.
Okay. I've been following along properly, I guess. Just wanted to be sure.
And that's about it. Everything else is pretty standard, it looks like.
Good.
Well,
same old.
Yeah. So we haven't gotten any further down the road as to a meeting place, huh?
I'm going to have to go searching. How about a restaurant? Any ideas?
Well, that makes it tough for presentations.
I know. I'm talking about is one with an extra room.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that would be cool.
What was that place where we used to go? It's not there anymore, I don't think. On Beaumont. We did a Christmas dinner there once at least.
Oh, you mean Marlowe?
No, the one on Beaumont.
Well, the one
it was like it used to be a steak place, then it turned into something else. Mexican restaurant. I don't know. You don't remember?
Was that up in Cherry Valley?
No, right here in Beaumont, on Beaumont Boulevard, right by the freeway.
Oh, really? There's a steakhouse there?
Right across the street from McDonald's.
Yeah. It's a chicken place now.
Yeah, it changed.
Yeah.
They have like a separate little room.
We had that horrible Christmas party where the guy started vacuuming.
Yeah, where at about 9 o'clock they were using the vacuum trying to kick us out or something like that.
Yeah, that used to be the Rancho.
Yeah, it used to be the El Rancho. Yeah.
Now it's like a chicken, rotisserie chicken place.
Okay, I didn't know.
Was the guy in the church? Was he going to charge usage for the basement?
Yeah, you know what happened is, believe it or not, Perry emailed me. He's like, "How about the basement?" I'm like, "Okay, well, I guess let me, run it by some people." And last week I mentioned it. Nobody seemed interested. He calls me. He's like, or he sends me an email. He's like, "Okay, it's the third weekend, next weekend, or next third week." And I'm like, "No, Perry, it's the fourth week." Yeah. And then he's like, he sends me back an email. "Well, I'm going to be gone." It's like, oh well.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you.
Forget about the church.
Probably for now, you probably plan on Zoom.
Somehow the basement did not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you know what I think I read when I was doing that research on the club that we did have meetings in the Beaumont High School basement or something like that.
Oh.
At one time.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Was that long ago when the
long time ago
was the
like the end of the 50s, early 60s, something like that.
Well, that would be City Hall was the high school.
I don't know. I think it was. I'm sorry, I said Beaumont. I think it was Banning, the Banning High School. I don't know.
Maybe I'll look into talking to somebody over at the Elks Club.
Do they have a separate room?
They have a couple of separate rooms.
We might be able to, afford a fee if they have a fee or something.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not in use all the time,
right.
But yet they're very accommodating. They believe in veterans. They believe in amateur radio, all that kind of stuff. So next time I'm by there, I'm going to stop in and say, "Hey, what do you guys think about, et cetera, et cetera?"
That'd be cool if you do that.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, in fact, probably the 50/50 could cover the cost of the rental, I would imagine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We'll pay a fee if we have to.
Yeah,
that's not that big a deal.
I'm not sure there would be a fee other than someone would have to be in charge there at night if they're not open, that type of thing. So I'll look into that and see what they have to say.
They'll probably be open. Right.
There's some drinkers in that club.
Thursday night.
I'm pretty sure the bartender would be there.
I doubt they'll close before 10, right?
I mean,
unless it's Sun Lakes, that's where you get away with closing at 9.
They pour drinks with a fire hose. Okay, yeah. So it's they're not chintzy,
No, they're not.
They love their booze. Woo.
Yeah, that actually adds another complication.
Yeah, it does.
Everybody's got a drink now.
Yeah, that's right. Oh gosh, but there's got to be some places around, and it's just a matter of going to it and looking for them,
I'm wondering. Well, I don't know. I guess school at this point is probably not.
Like the community center up here,
yeah. Well, we did meet there for a while. The one in Beaumont.
Where is that?
Up on was it the Cheney or the?
Yeah, it's got somebody's name. I can't think what it's called.
Yeah, they're on Oak Valley Parkway.
Oak Valley Parkway.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah.
It wasn't that far. The issue I had was it got so busy that there was nowhere to park. We had to park across the street in the road. It was not good.
Yeah.
And then we had to walk, and it was like upstairs.
Yeah.
It was kind of a drag.
I'm walking on flat ground right now.
Well, I imagine there's somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's doing 440 tonight?
That would be. I think it's Mike. I heard him.
Oh no, it's Mike.
Yeah.
UIJ.
I heard him just a second ago. I had my radio.
Oh crap! I better get dialed over to it too.
Yeah.
I heard him on there. I think I have the volume low.
It's right at 7, yeah.
There he is. On cue.
WA6UIJ, and I'll be serving as net control station for the SPARC Radio Club's informal 440 net.
Okay, meet you guys.
My home QTH is in southern part of Banning. And I'm going to do the roll call off of the 2-meter check-ins from this evening. I know that Mike, KK6BUW, is off the air right now, involved with a Zoom meeting. So I'm going to drop over to Jeff, KB6CA.
Hi, Mike. This is Jeff, Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha, and no traffic.
Okay, Jeff. Thank you very much. Good signal. Henry, KN6 CQL. Okay, no Henry. Let's go to K6 E Gene. Negative. Edie, KN6 EMT.
That's a stretch.
Okay, Edie, you've got a good signal. In fact, better than on 2 meters. So, good copy. Thank you. Steve, N6. Let's try this again. NJ6LN.
Good evening, Mike. Pardon the frog in my throat. This is Steve, NJ6LN. Thank you for calling the net.
Okay, Steve. Good signal. Thanks for checking in. Dwight, KD6 MLS.
This is Dwight, KD6 MLS. No traffic. Back to net control.
Okay, Dwight. Thank you. Good signal. Pete, KJ6 NRR.
Well, hello, Mike. This is Pete, KJ6NRR. I have no traffic, so back to you.
Okay, Pete. Good copy. Good audio. Thank you. Mario, W6OH.
Good evening, Mike and net. This is Mario, W6OH, and it's back to net.
Okay, Mario. Great signal as usual. We have an early from John, KF6POG. Father Ron, KA6QGR. Negative. Randy, K6RJA.
I'm here, Mike, K6RJA, and thanks for doing the net.
Okay, Randy, and thanks for checking in. Good signal there. And I got an early from Ron, KG6SOY. Earl, KM6SPY with some new equipment.
Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Papa Yankee. Thank you, Mike, for the test results. KM6SPY, back to net.
Okay. Well, the signal is a little light, Earl, but the audio is fantastic. So we've got it was great. Okay, I'll give myself a check-in. This is Mike, WA6UIJ. Let's go to DJ, KJ6UUS. Negative copy. Ed, KM6UWI is an early. Tina, WA6WFV. Flip, K6WM.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Thanks for doing the net. Sounding good as usual. You're in my backyard. No traffic. Back to net. K6 Whiskey Mike.
Okay, Flip. Yeah, got a full scale on you as well there. Dave, KD6ZJZ.
Good evening, Mike and the net. This is Dave, KD6ZJZ, and no traffic.
Okay, Dave. Just confirming with you, Dave, will you be doing the HF tonight?
I will be.
All righty. Very good. Thank you. Okay. Well, that concludes the roll call as I have it for the club. Are there any late or missed members that would like to check in? Okay, not hearing any. All right, any visitors that would like to check in to our net? This is WA6UIJ. Oh, hearing none, I think that will conclude the very informal 440 net this evening. And I think the only announcement is that there's a SPARC breakfast this coming Saturday at the Cafe Royale in Calamasa. So, with that being said, it is now 19:05 hours. This is Mike, WA6UIJ, and I'm going to close the net. Thanks all for participating, and we'll hear you either on 220 or HF. Take care. WA6UIJ saying 73s.
All right. Zoom's back up.
Shazam.
Shazam. Let's switch my radio to 220.
Oh yeah, that'd probably be a good idea, Sam. I'm calling it.
Ooh, that was off frequency.
Oh my.
That was off frequency.
Well, we should only have a couple more weeks of this kind of heat with humidity.
I know. I sure hope it quits fast.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not holding my breath because.
Yeah, I know it. I know it.
Yeah, it's going to get windy in September.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Because there's been some hot days in September.
Yeah, I know it. I know it.
I want to use my brewing
Even the
equipment.
beginning of October's been pretty warm in the past.
Yep.
Gonna take what we get.
It's
still better than Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything is better than that hellhole they call it.
Oh my God! I lived there for 8 years. Okay, and I just after the 8th year almost I went, something's got to give.
I'm running the AC day and night.
Wow.
Every single day.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out when somebody drove down there and say, "Hey, this is a pretty nice place to live."
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 8 months out of the year only.
That was before air conditioning was invented.
Yeah, it must have been. It must have been in December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's nasty stuff.
It's good 4 months out of the year.
I kid you not. I had I don't know how many ton air conditioner in this complex that I lived in. That's on top of the roof of the garage. They put them all up there so you can't see them and all this other stuff. That's SOB ran 24/7, man, for like 2 months, and it's just, you need it, it's a way of life down there.
It's a have to have.
It's a must have, or you're screwed,
Yeah. Well, you got to wonder because when they have towns down there called Thermal and
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
They got thermals, and thermals below sea level.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably know if you've flown there before.
My famous saying that I use all the time is when the lizards are crawling up the tailpipes of cars for a cool place to sit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, it's terrible, man. Ooh.
That is classic. As I was up in the mountains one time, it was in the winter, and they had like a cookout or something up there, and it was just freezing. And I said, well, let's make sure and put the beer in the ice, in the ice pit. Let it warm up.
You gotta warm up.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not frozen.
Yeah. I don't know. Will beer freeze?
Yeah, it'll freeze.
It will?
It'll freeze.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez,
even in a keg. I had my refrigerator set too cold when I first started home brewing.
And
it would turn to ice. Yeah.
Evidently, there's not enough alcohol in it to keep it from freezing, right?
There's some. I mean, it depends.
A couple percent.
The higher the alcohol, the harder it is to freeze.
It's only 5% or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not enough. I just can't picture beer freezing.
Have you heard of
now?
Okay.
You heard of Ice Bock beer? Ice Bock?
No.
That's where they take beer and they freeze it and to separate the water. So some of the water is separated, make a stronger beer. They do it. They go with like several, like more than one freezing, and they end up with a really, really thick beer. Yeah, Ice Bock.
Chocolate porter and stuff like that is way up there, but
yeah, most breweries do not use that method. There are a few that do, but in Germany, it's pretty common to make really strong beer.
In Germany, everything is warm. At least when I was there, they don't
not
drink
really,
cold
but
beer.
Kind of.
Really?
Yeah. Well, England. They say England has warm beer.
Really?
Originally, English beer was not refrigerated; it was stored in the basement.
Yeah,
so it was maybe 5 degrees cooler than where you're drinking it.
But my cousin spent most of her career over there in the military.
Yeah.
And she said beer over there is like drinking a loaf of bread.
Yeah. It's true.
Is that right? Oh, Ouch. Yeah, they like their thick beer. You know, it's. Ooh.
She said some of that, so not all of it, but she said some of that stuff is, you know.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to have dinner with it. Let's put it that way.
I think you slice it with a knife, huh?
Yeah, pretty close.
Jeez. Yeah, I never could get into warm beer though. I just couldn't.
I did when I was working up in the upper desert, because when the ice
no refrigeration. Yeah.
We ran out of ice.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And then, you know, after about the second one, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
You can taste it when it's warm.
Yeah, it
when it's really cold, you
yeah.
can't taste it. It freezes your taste buds.
Yeah, that's probably true.
It's true.
There are purists who want to taste the beer.
That's
you know?
right.
That's true.
Corner sewers, I call them.
If you're doing
corner sewers, yeah.
If you're doing a serious beer tasting, if you're like a beer judge, you put some aside and let it sit for an hour or two.
Do you really?
Because you want it to be completely warm, and then you try it warm because some flavors won't come through when it's cold.
Yeah. Wow.
Makes sense. I always didn't really drink it for the flavor so much.
Neither do I, Randy. Same thing. I want the cold. I want the rush of the bubbly.
Yeah, get a buzz and
it gets my thirst, you know.
Now, hey, if it tastes good on the, you know, that's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many varieties.
Oh
I was
gosh, yeah.
blown away when I went to Europe and tried Belgian beer with, you know, geez. The stuff they had there was amazing.
I got to admit, I always liked beer that had flavor. I never cared for, you know, like the light beers and all that crap. It was just water.
Yeah.
That's why I drink light beer, because I'm just thirsty. You know?
It's like water.
It's like water.
What was that guy from?
I have a joke about that, but
you're talking about canoes.
Yeah, it's about the canoe.
You can't say that on YouTube, so.
Nah, that's why I'm not going there.
I can't say anything on YouTube.
In fact, this trip here that you see behind me, there was a vast amount of alcoholic beverages consumed.
Wow.
I have horror stories of 4 dune buggy and 3-wheeling and drinking.
Well, the problem we had with this particular trip was one of the guys liked to drink. He just liked to stay plastered all the time.
Yeah, there are those guys.
We would drink after we got done 4-wheeling, and we'd sit there and have start drinking and have a good time. Yeah. But he wanted to drink while he was driving, which made it, he made some poor decisions, which cost everybody. It was just a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
You gotta get winches out and fix things.
He would try stupid crap, and it's like, oh man, come on.
Don't do that.
How much, Randy? How much do you beat up the vehicle and have to replace the stuff on it for each trip? I mean, does something break every trip when you're out there?
No.
Not really.
It depends on the trails.
Yeah.
There's some brutal trails out there that just beat the crap out of a machine.
Yeah.
But most of the trails, say like this one here, as long as you're careful and you build the machine for it.
Yeah.
There's really no, normal wear and tear. It's going to wear out a little quicker, of course.
You don't want to
You're not snapping axles every trip and all that crap.
Yeah, you don't want to take your Lexus out there, huh?
No. And, like I said, I try to take care of it because I don't like working on it.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's there for fun, not to rebuild every trip, yeah.
Yeah, now I know some people would beat the crap out of it and have to rebuild them every trip, but
yeah.
I'm going to have to start calling here, guys.
No, that's right. Boom.
That's right. Yep, I got to go change an antenna switch here. So.
Mute you guys. All right. Whoops.
QST. Good evening, members of SPARC. This is Randy, K6RJ, and I'm your obedient net control operator for the Magic 220 band tonight. As far as announcements, I believe we have a club breakfast coming up, do we not?
Saturday.
Or was that last week? I don't even remember.
Coming up Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. See how I'm on top of this stuff. And of course we have the Zoom meeting going on. And then Gene has his trivia net. So, besides all of that, let's get this thing going, seeing how it's informal. But before I do, is there anybody that has a announcement that'd like to jump in? Not hearing any. Let's get this thing going. Mike has an early. We're going to go to Jeff. I'm crossbanding Jeff, KB6CA. Gotcha, Jeff. Thanks for the check-in. I heard you loud and clear. Henry, N6, KN6, CQL. Not hearing Henry. We'll go down. I don't believe Gene does it, but I'll try. K6 EMF. Didn't think so. Hey, 80, time to wake up. KN6 EMT. Wow, nothing. That's strange. Alrighty, we're going to go all the way down to Steve, NJ6LN.
Good evening, Randy. This is NJ6LN, Steve in Banning, and I am currently on a Zoom event on running net control training and so on and so forth. It's being conducted by Marty Wall, N6PI.
Alrighty, Steve, we got you, and thanks for the info. How about Dwight, KD6MLS?
This is Dwight, KD6MLS. No traffic, back to net control.
Gotcha, Dwight. Thanks for the check-in. Pete doesn't do 220, but Mario does. W6OH.
Good evening, Randy in the net. This is Mario, W6OH. Hemet, back to you, Randy.
Mario, thanks for the check-in. Good signal, by the way. John has an early. Father Ron doesn't do 220, but Randy does, and I'm giving him a check-in because that's me. Okay, and we're going to go to Earl, see if we can get Earl stirred up. KM6SPY, Earl, you out there? Alrighty, quiet down there in Baja Hemet. Alrighty, Mike, WA6UIJ, I know you're there.
Hey, Randy. Thank you for doing the net this evening. So this is Mike, WA6UIJ. No traffic, back to net control.
Gotcha, Mike. Thanks for the check-in. DJ, are you out there? KJ6UUS? Well, not hearing DJ, and Flip refuses to do 220. We're going to go on over to our fearless leader, Dave, KD6JZ.
All right, thanks, Randy. I am here. This is Dave, KD6JZ on 220, the almost magic band. Back to net control.
Pert near magic band. How's
Damn
that?
near.
Alrighty, that has it as far as my club members to check in. Is there any later missed ones that like to come? Now's your chance. Hearing crickets, is there any visitors out there that'd like to check in and say hi? Please come now.
Quiet.
Oh, those crickets are as loud as the other one. So I guess this concludes the very informal 220 net at, let's see, what do we got? 1,300? No, how about 1,900 and say 20 minutes is close enough. And everybody have a great evening. Thanks for the check-ins, and we'll be looking for you on HF. And remember, it's 3948. So take care, everyone. K6RJAI, it'll be clear.
6AGB, Randy.
AGB.
Hey, AGB, I gotcha. Thanks for the check-in. You copy that, Jeff?
Who was that?
6AGB.
He's down on the list.
Never mind, Jeff. I'll cover it later. K6AGB checked in.
C6. November 6, AGB.
November 6th. Is it November?
I'm sorry, I got some scratches. Is this N6 AGB?
Roger, roger. 10-4.
All righty, we got you. I just got it figured out. I'm a little screwy here. It's N6 AGB, and you're on the list, so thanks for the check-in.
Thank you again, and have a good evening.
Now, this is K6RJ, and I'm really closing the net. Okay, everybody have a great evening. 73s.
That was weird.
What was that you had?
AGB.
AGB?
Yep.
It's N6 AGB.
N6 AGB. I wrote him in on the top of the list.
He hasn't been checked in for a while.
Yeah, he hasn't checked in a long time.
I just redid the list, and now he checks in.
And now he checks in.
Of course he does.
Jesus. I quit.
I wrote him in on the top, Jeff. We can just continue to do that.
Yeah, I just added him to the bottom.
I put him on the top. I put him on the top because it starts with A. Anyway.
He probably won't check in again.
Wait till there's 2 changes before you update the list, Jeff. Make it easier on yourself.
Then it gets more confusing.
That's probably true. Then you'll forget.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, well.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Okay. Well, I got 6 minutes. I guess I better...
Yep, you got 6 minutes.
QST, KD6ZJZ. The San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club Net will be starting here at about 1930 local. 6 minutes.
But if you ever have a chance to go check up in that
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Did I come through?
You sound good.
Okay.
Yeah, if you ever have a chance to get up into that area, that's the Panamint Mountains on the west side of, what is that? Death Valley. Awesome area. Full of gold and silver mines.
Yeah, thanks.
Keep the radio turned up a little bit. Since I'm net control, I have to listen.
Hey, Dave, what microphone do you have on that radio? What radio are you using?
Stock mic. It's a Yaesu 450D.
450D?
Yeah.
Does it have an adjustment for the transmitter? Take a little bass out of it?
It's got 2 mic positions. It's got a button on the mic. 1 and 2, and it's described that 1 has a different tone. So I'm on 1 right now.
Put it on 2.
KD6ZJZ. Testing 1, 2, 3. That's 2.
Yeah, it's about the same, just a little bit clearer, just a tad,
Okay.
not much.
There's Mike.
WA6UIJ. Dave, you're sounding very good.
You know, when the last time Joe
Thanks,
checked,
Mike. Appreciate that.
Joe checked in on the 26th of June in 6AGB.
Oh, okay. Wow. Good research, Jeff.
Yeah.
Should we put a database on our website?
No.
Maybe I can have Flip work on that. We can keep track of all the nets throughout time.
No.
Yeah, he has been off the list for a while.
No, it's just too much work. Don't do that. Let's not do that.
AGB, already gone by.
There you go.
Well, he was having trouble with 2 meters or something like that. I think he got frustrated and quit checking in.
Oh.
Well, maybe he's got a radio problem.
Yeah, he had a radio problem. He couldn't get to hit the repeater, or there was something. He was getting frustrated.
That's not good.
You know how us old guys get when things don't work.
Yeah, it can get frustrating. Excuse me.
especially those first and second things to go.
Yeah.
QST, the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club, is going to have their net on this frequency in about 5 minutes. 4 minutes. At least this frequency always seems to be clear.
Yes, it is nobody's using it. At least on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
And that's what counts.
That's the important part.
Well, 45 is clear tonight too. Nobody out?
That's not surprising, really, because usually they're done by the time we do our net. But they just tend to racket jaw for some reason.
Yeah.
Recently got to a thing where they're going all night long.
What club is that? It's
the Keels and Wheels. Yeah.
Keels and Wheels.
Yeah.
And the other one's up at 52. I'm going to look at 52.
Boats and cars. No planes allowed.
52 is active. There's people.
Is there? Okay, that's surprising. And 75's where that Golden Bear net used to be greased still, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah. But I think it's later. Starts at 7:30.
Yeah, I think it does start around 7:30.
You know, I've got an S8 noise level tonight on 75. There's a lot of noise.
Yeah. I thought 2 meters was unbelievable. I had S10 noise. Now it's nothing. It died. The noise went away. Maybe it's the AC or something.
Yeah.
Probably is. I got about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think I'm hearing some static crashes there.
Yeah, I hear some lightning crashes. Yeah.
It's probably our little active. I got my little thing on. Well, it's out around Phoenix, Flagstaff area, but nothing local.
Oh, why is the noise blinkers off?
Yeah, so it's far off. It's over Phoenix.
All right. 1 minute, 30 seconds. I think that's right.
I guess I don't know if that far away for lightning or not.
You can hear lightning a long ways away, probably 400 miles.
Well, this is it's around Flagstaff and Phoenix.
Yeah.
So it's out there.
Oh, 1 minute.
And counting.
I guess I'll get my script out.
Oh, wow.
I keep getting this sign on here, low system resources might affect your audio. Oh, weird.
That's the story of my life, Jeff.
Yeah, I have never got that before.
You got a message saying what?
It's saying active low resources or something. It's going to create low audio.
I don't know what's going on with your computer.
Yeah, I know it's stalled about 5 or 6 times today.
I could figure it out when I was there. I may have to look at that more carefully. I've got another motherboard I can give you.
They call them hand grenades, or the game.
Hand grenades, it's time. QST, hold on. I gotta mute you guys. I'm confused. QST. Good evening, members of SPARC, the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club. My name is Dave, Kilo Delta 6, Zulu, Japan, Zulu, and I'll be working as net control this evening from my location in South Beaumont, Banning, Beaumont, right on the edge. Although this is a directed net, any station with emergency traffic, please break in at any time. This is an amateur radio informational net for the San Gorgonio Pass cities and towns of Banning, Beaumont, and areas surrounding. For information about our net, our frequencies and times of our nets, check out our website. It's w6prc.org, whiskey6passradioclub.org. Visitors are welcome and encouraged to check in after the regular roll call. I'll call for visitors. Now for announcements, we have our monthly breakfast, which is the second Saturday, at the Cafe Royale in Calamasa. And that technically starts at 8, but you should get there at 7:30 if you want to sit down. All right, so if there are any other additional announcements, please come now. I meant to say if there are any stations with announcements, come now. Okay, stand by for the 75-meter roll call. All right. How about N6 AGB? Negative. How about Mike? No, he's gotten early. How about Dick? KF6 BWH. No, never mind. He didn't check in. How about Jeff? KB6CA.
Hi, Dave. Jeff, Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha. Thanks for doing the HSS.
No problem, Jeff. I'll try to get this right. Henry checked in on 2 meters. How about... Oh, he doesn't have HF. Okay, how about Gene? Just in case. K6 EMF. Negative on Gene. Edie is a tech. How about Steve? NJ6LN.
Hey, this is NJ6LN, and I'm hearing people, and good net.
Well, I'm hearing you, Steve. Sounds great. Your audio is perfect. I'm going to turn up my audio a little bit on this side, but you sound great. Next, let's see, would be Dwight, KD6 MLS. Negative on Dwight. How about Pete, KJ6 NRR?
Well, hi, Dave. This is Pete, KJ6NRR. No traffic. Back to you, sir.
Thanks, Pete. Great signal. And how about Mario, W6OH? Maybe Hemet can't hear me. Anyway, we'll try. Got an early for John. We got Ron, KA6QGR. Negative on Ron. How about Randy, K6RJA?
I be here, Dave, K6RJA with no traffic.
Sound loud as usual, Randy. Great signal. And Ron's got an early. How about Earl, KM6SPY? Maybe at the end I'll have somebody else try. The guys in Hammett. All right. Mike, WA6UIJ.
Hey Dave, this is Mike, WA6UIJ. No traffic, thanks for doing the net. Back to net control.
Thank you, Mike. Strong as usual. DJ, just in case, KJ6UUS. Negative on DJ. Got an early for Ed. What the heck? Tina, WA6WFV. Negative. How about Flip? K6WM.
Good evening, David. Good, nice sounding signal. You're good 40 over. You could hit me with a rock. Anyway, no traffic. Back to net. This is K6 Whiskey Mike.
Yeah, you're 40 over as well. All right, thanks, Flip. I'll check myself in. My name is Dave. I am KD6ZJZ. And that's the end of the member roll call. But hey, Randy, could you check and see if these guys like, I don't know, maybe the guys in Emmett couldn't hear me? Let's try one or two of them, please. KD6ZJZ.
Okay. I'm okay now. Earl, KM6SPY, are you out there? This is K6RJA. I got no contact, and the other guy was Mario.
Yeah,
and let me try Mario. W6OH, Mario, are you out there?
That's weird. All right.
Contact there, Dave. K6RJA, back to net control.
All right, thanks for trying, Randy. I don't know. I usually people can hear me, but it was weird. We couldn't hear anybody in Emmett. Maybe it's just weird conditions. Anyhow, thanks for trying. And now we'll go to late members. Any late members? Somebody I missed, please come now.
K6QGR.
Father Ron, I did call you. Okay, thanks, sir. Anyone else? Members first. Come now. KD6ZJZ. How about visitors? Anyone anywhere that's legal? Please give me a call back. KD6ZJZ. Negative. All right. Well, that pretty much ends that roll call. Is there any, okay, is there any additional traffic for the net? Again, big announcement is our club breakfast on Saturday. I can't say for sure if I'll be there, but I want to be there. So we'll see how that works out. And anybody that wants to go, it's in Calamasa. It's called the Cafe Royale. And if you get there at 7:30, you'll probably be better off. The San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club meets at 7 p.m. on the fourth Thursday of each month. Not anywhere particular yet. Probably on Zoom coming up this month, but you never know. And that's unfortunate, but we're working on a permanent location. Anybody with any ideas, please let me know. All members are urged to check in each week for update of club activities, and check your email and visit our website, w6prc.org. Anybody that's interested in CW and learning CW or just monitor, you can contact our CW Diddy Chaser Club. It's coming up right now, and 145.8 is the frequency where they coordinate, and I believe they talk mostly on 20 meters. So there you go. This is Dave, KD6ZJZ, and the net is now closed at 1939 local. Oops.
Hear the little ditties.
Diddy Chasers.
SPARC
Diddy Chasers. We have to make that official. SPARC Diddy Chasers.
Diddy Chasers, yeah. Anyway, Joe is all up on the whatever you call it. So the active roll call list. So
oh, good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff. All right. Well,
okay, guys, I'm gonna go chase ditties.
Okay, go chase ditties. I'm gonna make the end of this.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks. Take care.
Alrighty, guys.
See you next week.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. We're out of here.
Bye.
I'll get a hold of you on Saturday sometime.
Okay. No problem. Thanks, Randy.
Cool.
Talk to you later.
New amp. Sounds exciting. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thanks, YouTube guys. Anybody that watched? Somebody watched. Oh, we had 5 playbacks and 1 concurrent. Oh, well. Thanks, guys. Take care. 7-3.